Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play Wildlander. I am Saint. So it was brought to my attention that maybe hunting for rabbits on the way to Solitude is not a great idea. The food might spoil, which is a good point. I mean, 5 days, we have 5 days to deliver the letter. I'm not sure how fast the food rots, but I think we're just going to focus on delivering the letter and then come back and do a hunting trip for venison and rabbit legs. Let's see, I wanted to check. This is all of our spells. So we don't have restoration. Okay, I thought I might have been dumb by buying that healing poultice and not leveling up whatever little bit of restoration that would have given me, but we don't have it anyway, so that's fine. We do have clairvoyance, frisk, loot a fleeing target, voice of the emperor. That's right. That's my racial power. I need to remember to use that. We can use that right now actually because we need to replace our bow that was broken. And weather sense displays our current exposure and wetness. Let's go ahead and look at that. The air is pleasant. Okay, let's see if got any bows in here.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
Greetings, Speechcraft.
Need something?
Like to trade
All
for a
right.
bow. And you don't have any, that's fine. Okay, maybe the smith up front, I forget her name. Maybe she's got some. If not, we might just have to rock our sword and shield for a little bit. We don't have much money anyway.
Yes, mistress.
Adrian. Alright.
We've got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Need
Greetings.
something?
Not sure if that levels up my speechcraft or not, but we'll continue saying that to everybody. Like a bow and arrow? Oh, just a bow. I've got some arrows.
Not my problem.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We'll pay good money for information.
Do I need to... That's it? Hello.
Good morning.
You approached me, what do you mean? Good morning. Greetings.
Need something?
Who are you looking for? Where'd that option go? Never mind.
All right then. Yes?
Alright. Who are you looking for now?
Foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
You're not welcome here. Okay. Who are you looking for again?
For a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A
Redguard woman.
She may
Right.
be somewhere in this city.
Remember this. Why are you looking for
It's
her?
none of your concern.
She's a fugitive.
All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away.
I'll keep my eyes
Cannot
out.
hide from us forever.
Alright. Are you just busy? Is that why... Can I use this? Someone else is using this. Well,
I
now...
don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that one. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
Will you trade with me now?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Just want to go hunting. A heavy bow. How much? Oh, I need to use my voice of the
Don't
emperor.
forget to
That's
check
right. I
inside.
almost forgot again already.
Stop if you need anything. Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Nope. Haven't been up there yet.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
How much is this bow now? 96. I don't remember what it was before. It was over 100. But that should save us some money. And we still got 49 gold. Maybe we should grab a few more arrows. How many do we have? 36. Got some nice arrows too. You got a good selection. Just take some regular ones though. Price of 2 even after the discount. Okay. I'm gonna spend all my money, but we're gonna need a lot of arrows. I guess we will spend all of our money. That puts us at 60 arrows. That way we can,
Thanks for the business.
if not get the rabbit legs and venison on the way, we'll at least level up and protect ourselves. Yeah, these odd jobs might not be worth it in the end. Gonna have to get a side hustle going. How far is Solitude? Quite a ways. This might be longer than I thought. I was planning on getting there and back in this episode. We'll see. We didn't grab any food. Well, we have a little bit of bread left over, but can we forage close to town? I don't want to be stuck out in the wild. Can't forage here. Yeah, I didn't think so, but it was worth checking.
Come and see what goods I offer.
I would, but I'm broke. I literally have 1 gold. We'll stick to the roads mainly, not wander too far off. I'd like to hunt some game on the way or practice my bow and arrow a little bit, but learned last episode that it's very dangerous early on. That part of me wants to hunt him, but I only have 60 arrows. Maybe we'll do small. Oh, there's some mud crabs. Wonder how many arrows they would take to bring down. Those big ones? No, they're just little ones. Let's see how this heavy bow does. Let's do some sneak damage. Not much at all. Did he die? No. Alright. Little space. Oh, excuse me, buddy. I don't think I drew that one all the way back. Tough little bugger. Oh, you're getting my marksman skill up. That's nice. Alright, now. Using way too many arrows, probably. Definitely don't want to shoot every animal we come across. Oh, but that got us to level 2. We're gonna have to sleep, I believe, to make that level go through and to earn. I don't have time to do all that. It's 11 in the morning. We've got to make it to Solitude before nightfall, hopefully. $46 arrows left. Burger. I need to eat it to find out its properties. I probably should go through my ingredients and eat the stuff we don't know about. Bees are for stamina. Help us resist poison with their husks. Damage stamina with blue butterfly wings. I feel like those have health properties too, if I remember right. I think we got a lot of blue butterflies our last Ultimate Skyrim playthrough. Luna moth wings. I feel like those were rarer. Good for what, invisibility or water breathing, something like that. Monarch wings restore health. That's good. Well, I guess while we're this close to town, we'll see if we can forage again. Forage for firewood. Oh, that's useful. No, we just kind of want food to take the edge off. How long does it take to... an hour to forage? Okay. 2 edible berries and a thistle branch. Go ahead and eat those berries. One of them. Perfect. Uh-oh, that's a troll. Why are there trolls so close to town? Pile of firewood? Oh no, did he see us? He's growling. It's not good, but look at this. Oh man, I really want one of those shields and some helmet. Oh. You guys, watch where you're shooting. Hit him with fire again. He regens too fast. I don't want to use too many arrows. You walked in my way. I might have hit you. I'm not helping much.
Somebody help.
I'm trying. You guys might be screwed. Maybe I can help by getting close and, where's my torch? Just keeping him on fire. Oh, don't hit us. Aha, there we go. Oh no, I thought you got that guy. Well, I guess that's a good demonstration of how strong trolls are. I'm glad we have a little bit of knowledge about them, that gotta set them on fire to keep their regen from just being absolutely ridiculous. Draw his blood. Kind of would like some of his ingredients. I'm not sure what drawing his blood would do for us. Just practice skinning pelts at least. Skinning skill improved. Alright, that's good. Didn't bring a lot of water. Just 3 drinks worth. I want to eat that other berry. Where was that grave again? Yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't feel right stealing dead guy's stuff. Imperial shield and... I don't know. We'll leave it. I don't need this torch. See if we can't get a drink from a water source nearby. There's wolves up here. 2 of them. If I had restoration magic, I would probably take them on. Our stamina is pretty much gone. It goes up very slowly. Maybe I should eat my soup. If I put this away and stand still. No, still very slow regen. If I eat it in the middle of combat, will that help? Gives us 10 minutes. It gave us a little boost. Even in combat, it gave us that boost. So I'm not sure why it says consumed out of combat. Unnecessary, but every little bit helps, I suppose. He nicked me pretty good. Valuable health, I don't need to be doing that over and over and over. I guess we really need to take a break and let our stamina go up a little bit. Just in case. Just taking in the scenery. Some cotton. Should I eat some cotton? Resist magic. Oh, looks like there's good land for hunting. Did I hear a wolf, or is that just the bug that flew by my head? These guys should give us some venison when we get back. It said resist magic? That could be useful. Not that I plan on fighting any mages right now, but someday. Oh no, somebody dropped all their cabbages. Oh, we've got a little bit of health regen. It's coming back. Is that left over from our healing poultice? This looks dangerous. Yeah, he's got a bow and arrow. Get out of here. Oh no. I hear wolves too, or some kind of barking. Oh, and a bear? My goodness, I have wandered off the road already. 2 bears. Two bears, no stamina. Green Spring Hollow. Hesitant to go up here. Right, looks safe. Gazilin. Like how I just know your name. Well, I know I didn't feel good about looting dead soldiers' bodies, but I don't know, I have a feeling nobody's gonna find you. Really having an internal debate right now on whether I want your stuff. I'll take your arrows. Some food. And money. And I guess we'll just take all your stuff. At least your cloak. A backup bow, maybe? Maybe, because we might break ours. Well... Argonian account. Book 2. Is this another bow, or is that... Can't click it. The Argonian account, book 2, by Waffen Yarth. I'm gonna go ahead and read these. If you want to skip through, go ahead. But like I said, I'm gonna treat this like a first playthrough, and I'm gonna read every book I come across. Decimus Scotty emerged from the dirt and reeds, exhausted from running, his face and arms sheathed in red flesh flies. Looking back towards Cyrodiil, he saw the bridge disappear beneath the thick black river, and he knew he was not getting back until the tide went down in a few days' time. The river also held in its adhesive depths his files on the Black Marsh account. He would have to rely on his memory for his contacts in Gideon. Malik was purposefully striding through the reeds ahead. Flailing ineffectually at the flesh flies, Scotty hurried after him. "We're lucky, sir," said the Redguard, which struck Scotty as an extraordinarily odd thing to say, until his eyes followed where the man's finger was pointing. "The caravan is here." 21 rusted, mud-spattered wagons with rotting wood and wobbly wheels sat half-sunk in the soft earth ahead. A crowd of Argonians, gray-scaled and gray-eyed, the sort of sullen manual laborers that were common in Cyrodiil, pulled at one of the wagons which had been detached from the others. As Scotty and Malik came closer, they saw it was filled with a cargo of black berries, so decayed that they had become hardly recognizable. More a festering jelly than a wagon load of fruit. Yes, they were going to the city of Gideon, and yes, they said, Scotty could get a ride with them after they were finished unloading the shipment of lemberries. "How long ago were they picked?" Scotty asked, looking at the wagon's rotten produce. "The harvest was in last seed, of course," said the Argonian, who seemed to be in charge of the wagon. It was now sun's dusk, so they had been en route from the fields for a little over 2 months. Clearly, Scotty thought, there were problems with transportation, but fixing that, after all, was what he was doing here as a representative of Lord Van Eyck's building commission. It took close to an hour of the berries rotting even more in the sun for the wagon to be pushed to the side, the wagons in front of it and behind it to be attached to one another, and one of the 8 horses from the front of the caravan to be brought around to the now independent wagon. The laborers moved with dispirited lethargy, and Scotty took the opportunity to inspect the rest of the caravan and talk to his fellow travelers. 4 of the wagons had benches in them, fit for uncomfortable riders. All the rest were filled with grain, meat, and vegetation in various stages of corruption. The travelers consisted of the 6 Argonian laborers, 3 Imperial merchants so bug-bitten that their skin looked as scaly as the Argonians themselves, and 3 cloaked fellows who were evidently Dunmer, judging by the red eyes that gleamed in the shadows under their hoods. All were transporting their goods along the Imperial Commerce Road. "This is a road?" Scotty exclaimed, looking at the endless field of reeds that reached up to his chin or higher. "It's solid ground of a sort," one of the hooded Dunmer shrugged. "The horses eat some of the reed, and sometimes we set fire to it, but it just grows right back up." Finally, the wagon master signaled that the caravan was ready to go, and Scotty took a seat in the 3rd wagon with the other Imperials. He looked around, but Malik was not on board. I agreed to get to you to Black Marsh and take you back out," said the Redguard, who had plumped down a rock in the sea of reeds and was munching on a hairy carrot. "I'll be here when you get back." Scotty frowned, and not only because Malik had dropped the deferential title, "Sir," while addressing him. Now he truly knew no one in Black Marsh, but the caravan slowly ground and bumped forward, so there was no time to argue. A noxious wind blew across the Commerce Road, casting patterns in the endless featureless expanse of reeds. In the distance, there seemed to be mountains, but they constantly shifted, and Scotty realized they were banks of mist and fog. Shadows flitted across the landscape, and when Scotty looked up, he saw they were being cast by giant birds with long, saw-like beaks, nearly the size of the rest of their bodies. "Hackwings," Caro Gimmelis, an Imperial on Scotty's left, who might have been young but looked old and beaten, muttered. Like everything else in this damnable place, they'll eat you if you don't keep moving. Beggars pounce down and give you a nasty chop, then fly off and come back when you're mostly dead from blood loss." Scotty shivered. He hoped they'd be in Gideon before nightfall. It was then it occurred to him that the sun was on the wrong side of the caravan. "Excuse me, sir," Scotty called to the wagon master. "I thought you said we were going to Gideon." The wagon master nodded. "Why are we going north, then, when we should be going south?" There was no reply but a sigh. Scotty confirmed with his fellow travelers that they too were going to Gideon. None of them seemed very concerned about the circuitous route to get there. The seats were hard on his middle-aged back and buttocks, but the bumping rhythm of the caravan and the hypnotic waving reeds gradually had an effect on him, and Scotty drifted off to sleep. He awoke in the dark some hours later, not sure where he was. The caravan was no longer moving. He was on the floor, under the bench, next to some small boxes. There were voices, speaking a hissing, clicking language Scotty didn't understand, and he peeked out between someone's legs to see what was happening. The moons barely pierced the thick mist surrounding the caravan, and Scotty did not have the best angle to see who was talking. For a moment, it looked like the gray wagon master was talking to himself, but the darkness had movement and moisture. In fact, glistening scales. It was hard to tell how many of these things there were, but they were big, black, and the more Scotty looked at them, the more details he could see. When one particular detail emerged, huge mouths filled with dripping needle-like fangs, Scotty slipped back under the bench. Their black little eyes had not fallen on him yet. The legs in front of Scotty moved and then began to thrash, as their owner was grabbed and pulled out of the wagon. Scotty crouched further back, getting behind the little boxes. He didn't know much about concealment, but had some experience with shields. He knew that having something, anything, in between you and the bad guys was always good. Oh, bad things was always good. A few seconds after the legs had disappeared from sight, there was a horrible scream, and then a second, and a third. Different timbers, different accents, but the same inarticulate message. Terror and pain, horrible pain. Scotty remembered a long-forgotten prayer to the god Stendar and whispered it to himself. Then there was silence. Ghastly silence that lasted only a few minutes, but which seemed like hours, years. Then the carriage started rolling forward again. Scotty cautiously crawled out from under the carriage. Caro Gimmelis gave him a bemused grin. "There you are," he said. "Thought the Nagas took you." Nagas? "Nasty characters," Gimmelis said, frowning. "Puff adders with legs and arms, 7 feet tall, 8 when they're mad. Come from the inner swamp and they don't like it here much, so they're particularly peevish. You're the kind of posh Imperial they're looking for." Scotty had never in his life thought of himself as posh. His mud and flesh-fly bespeckled clothing seemed eminently middle class, at best, to him. "What would they want me for?" "To rob, of course," the Imperial smiled. "And to kill. You didn't notice what happened to the others?" The Imperial frowned as if struck by a thought. "You didn't sample from those boxes down below, did you? Like the sugar, do you?" "Gods, no," Scotty grimaced. The Imperial nodded, relieved. "You just seem a little slow. First time to Black Marsh, I gather?" "Oh, hi-ho, hiss-piss." Scotty was just about to ask. Gimmelis what the vulgar term meant when the rain began. It was an inferno of foul-smelling yellow-brown rain that washed over the caravan, accompanied by the growl of thunder in the distance. Gimmelis worked to pull the roof up over the wagon, glaring at Scotty until he helped with the laborious process. He shuddered, not only from the cold damp, but from the contemplation of the disgusting precipitation pouring down on the already nasty produce in the uncovered wagon. "We'll be dry soon enough," Gimmelis smiled, pointing out into the fog. Scotty had never been to Gideon, but he knew what to expect. A large settlement more or less laid out like an imperial city, with more or less imperial-style architecture and all the imperial comforts and traditions, more or less. The jumble of huts half sunk in the mud was decidedly less. "Where are we?" Scotty asked, bewildered. "Hicksinoag," replied Gimmelis, pronouncing the queer name with confidence. Better than I did. "You were right. We were going north when we should have been going south." We don't have any lockpicks. Well, gasoline. I'll make good use of these and sell them somewhere. Trade them for arrows. Or not, because we are burdened down. Encumbered. Wow, very encumbered. That's what I get for stealing everything. we get rid of? How heavy are they? I guess sort by weight. Can we do that? Yeah. Saber cat pelts. I feel like they'd fetch a decent price. I guess they're not that good. The wooden light bow. I'd like to keep a backup bow. I guess I don't need all these pelts. Can I just wear this? Yeah. I don't even need the pelts that I got. Well, alright, fair enough. Let's keep going. Need to find a backpack. That should have been a priority back in town, but maybe we can grab one when we make it to Solitude. Let's go down to the river and see if we can grab a drink. Except there's a bear over on the other side of the river. Oh, and a bear on this side of the river. Let's not. And wolves on the top of the hill. We are just surrounded. I don't think he can see me this far. Oh, mud crab. What are you doing here? Oh, the big bear's chasing. Don't lead him over here. Alright, just gonna grab a drink, guys. Wolf. Okay, wolf and a mud crab fight. Oh, did the mud crab win? What? Is that a big mud crab? I don't even think it was a big mud crab. Is there a way to drink water? I hear the mud crab coming. I don't... Maybe not. Keep an eye over there. Drink water. There we go. See it? Where in the water do I need to go? It's not working. Pushing the right button, right? Yeah. Well. Already wet. Let's go grab this Nern root and get out of here. Take a sip of our water. Maybe if I take a sip of the water and then go in the water, we can refill it. Maybe this just isn't fresh water? I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? Well, we're wet now. Maybe it's just not potable water. Do we need to go up this way or around? Not really sure. We need to find a road. Follow the road signs. I'm really trying to use my map a lot less, unless I can find a landmark, so I wouldn't just know where I'm at. That's one thing I liked about Outward, is you have a map, but it doesn't show where you're at on the map. I thought that was a very great idea. So you have to find landmarks so you can actually use the map. It's a nice big... I don't know, it's not really a ruin. It's not in ruins, but... I don't know if it's a shrine. I don't know. Temple. Yeah, I hear you. How many of you are there? Fighting mud crabs again. Leave them to it. Don't want to get on the wrong side of these giants. There's 2 wolves up here. Go around. Oh man, I keep forgetting to turn that alarm off. Oh man, he got you. He got one of them. Feel like I'm all up in their camp though. Try not to bother them. Definitely trying to keep an eye out for wildlife. There's quite a bit out here now. There's a road. Alright. Get back to that. Mammoth skull. Got a mammoth tusk. Nice. Skeletons fighting, who knows? I don't know if they're bandits or good guys. We'll leave them to it. Need to find a way across here back to the road. There's some wolves chasing elk. Really chosen a poor path. Oh no. Oh, you're a bad guy. Yeah. Oh boy.
You won't live to see tomorrow.
Well, you don't have ranged weapon. Maybe I can take it. Relatively tough. I'll leave you to that. Watch where I'm going. Fall down and hurt myself, or run into a wolf. Let's get back to the road. Robber's Gorge. I don't really want to mess with any robbers right now. What's that? Somebody's using some magic over there. Let's see. I'll see who made that noise. Not gonna get too close to find out. Somebody just called me pathetic. Oh, yeah, I see you. I see you. Oh boy. Every time I run from a person, I run into a wolf. Well, we need some, we need to get some experience for all this mountain climbing we were doing. Ooh. Oh no. I should reflect on my newfound experience. When we find somewhere safe, we will. There's the road again. Alright, that was not where I planned on getting back on the road, but... Boy, delivering a letter, I better get paid pretty good for this. Let him know how dangerous this trip was. Still hear more magic on you. Yep, there goes a fireball too. That was a long shot. Fighting down by the river. No, I don't want to stick around to see who wins. They could spot me. I'd be next. We're even going remotely the right way? I feel like we're closer to Markarth. I don't know. On the road, hopefully we can find a road sign somewhere and point us to Solitude. Oh. Feel relatively safer over here. Oh man. Dead animals, never a good sign. I search you? Oh, okay. What happened here, guy? Or lady? Merchant journal. Begged my husband not to go, but he just wouldn't listen. He said if he delayed the shipment even another week, the Legion would find someone else to take us out. Let them keep their blasted money. The road to Whiterun is dangerous these days. Everyone knows it. So many caravans have been attacked. So many travelers vanished into thin air. Some say it's only bandits, but there are rumors of worse. Goblins, ghosts, witches. 20 years we've been married now. I can't bear the thought of losing him. I'm not letting him go alone. Not this time. We live or die together. Mara preserve us. Need to hang on to that. We'll leave you with your journal. Falmer arrows. Oh no. Oh, you got one of their ears. Oh, merchant's another journal. This font is a little difficult to read though. My wife keeps begging me not to make this run. I keep telling her I've got no choice. It's got to be done. The Legion needs these supplies in Whiterun as soon as possible, and I'm not going to let them down. I've put them off as long as I can. In fact, I put them off so long now that I'm going to have to make it up to them if they're ever going to hire me again. So I figure I'll stop off in Morthal on the way back and load up on cave mushrooms. The Legion needs all the potions they can get for the war effort, and ingredients are harder and harder to come by lately. At least That's what Angeline tells me. I never would have figured mushrooms for a rare commodity, but she says they don't grow much up in Hafengar, or not so much as in the swamp caves anyway. So on the morrow, I'm off. If I set out at first light, I should make Rorikstead by sundown, and Whiterun the day after that. I told the missus I'll be back in a week. Now she's insisting on coming along, but I'm sure she'll see reason. She always does, bless her heart. More arrows. Find a book about the merchant's trade. What do you mean? Books around here? I'm loving these arrows though, yeah. Oh, I didn't even see your body. Nothing particularly valuable. Mine in the back, I suppose. Wooden plate, iron tankard, knapsack. I wish I could just take the bag. That would be nice to have. Potion of restore health. Nice. Silver necklace. Wolf Queen. Volume 5. I'll read that in a minute. Let's see, paper roll. Empty crate. Oh, our load is heavy. Well, let's go ahead and read this book then, and then we'll dump it. Wolf Queen, Book 5, by the same author, Walfen Yarth. From the pen of Enzolicus, 2nd century sage and student of Montekai. 3rd Era, 119. For 21 years, the Emperor Antiochus Septim ruled Tamriel and proved an able leader despite his moral laxity. His greatest victory was in the War of the Isle in the year 110, when the Imperial fleet and the royal navies of Somerset Isle, together with the magical powers of the Sigic Order, succeeded in destroying the Pyandonian invading armada. His siblings, King Magnus of Lilmoth, King Sepphoris of Gelaine, and Potama, the Wolf Queen of Solitude, ruled well, and relations between the Empire and the kingdoms of Tamriel were much improved. Still, centuries of neglect had not repaired all the scars that existed between the Empire and the kings of High Rock and Skyrim. During a rare visitation from his sister and nephew Uriel, Antiochus, who had suffered from several illnesses over his reign, lapsed into a coma. For months, he lingered in between life and death while the Elder Council prepared for the ascension of his 15-year-old daughter, Kintira, to the throne. 3rd Era, 120. Mother, I can't marry Kintira, said Uriel, more amused by the suggestion than offended. She's my first cousin, and besides, I believe she's engaged to one of the Lords of Council, Modellus. You're so squeamish. There's a time and a place for propriety, said Potama. But you're correct at any rate about Modellus. We shouldn't offend the Elder Council at this critical juncture. How do you feel about Princess Rakma? You spent a good deal of time in her company in Fern. She's alright, said Uriel. Don't tell me you want to hear all the dirty details. Please spare me your study of her anatomy, Potama grimaced. Would you marry her? I suppose so. Very good. I'll make the arrangements then. Potama made a note for herself before continuing. King Yeromo has been a difficult ally to keep, and a political marriage should keep Farron on our side, should we need them. When is the funeral? What funeral? You mean for Uncle, Antiochus? Of course, sighed Potama. Anyone else of note die recently? There are a bunch of little Redguard children running through the halls, so I guess Sepphoris has arrived. Magnus arrived at court yesterday, so it ought to be any day now. It's time to address the council then, said Potama, smiling. She dressed in black, not her usual colorful ensembles. It was important to look the part of the grieving sister. Guarding herself in the mirror, she felt that she looked all of her 53 years. A shock of silver wound its way through her auburn hair. The long, cold, dry winters in northern Skyrim had created a map of wrinkles, thin as a spiderweb all across her face. Still, she knew that when she smiled, she could win hearts, and when she frowned, she could inspire fear. It was enough for her purposes. Potima's speech to the Elder Council is perhaps helpful to students of public speaking. She began with flattery and self-abasement. My most august and wise friends, members of the Elder Council, I am but a provincial queen, and I can only assume to bring to issue what you yourselves must have already pondered. She continued on to praise the late emperor, who had been a popular ruler despite his flaws. He was a true septum, with a great warrior, destroying, with your counsel, the near invincible armada of Piandonia. But little time was wasted before she came to her point. The Empress Gisela unfortunately did nothing to temper my brother's lustful spirits. In point of fact, no whore in the slums of the city spread out on more beds than she. Had she attended to her duties in the imperial bedchamber more faithfully, we would have a true heir to the empire, not the half-wit milksop bastards who call themselves the emperor's children. The girl called Kintira is popularly believed to be the daughter of Gisela and the captain of the guard. It may be that she is the daughter of Gisela and the boy who cleans the cistern. We can never know for certain, not as certainly as we can know the lineage of my son, Uriel, the eldest true son of the Septim dynasty. My lords, the princes of the empire, will not stand for a bastard on the throne. That I can assure you. She ended mildly, but with a call to action. Posterity will judge you. You know what must be done. That evening, Potima entertained her brothers and their wives in the map room, her favorite of the imperial dining chambers. The walls were splashed with bright, if fading, representations of the empire and all the known lands beyond. Atmora, Yakuta, Akavir, Piandonia, Thras. Overhead, the great glass-domed ceiling, wet with rain, displayed distorted images of the stars overhead. Lightning flashed every other minute, casting strange phantom shadows on the walls. "When will you speak to the council?" asked Potima as dinner was served. "I don't know if I will," said Magnus. "I don't believe I have anything to say." "I'll speak to them when they announce the coronation of Kintira," said Sepphoris, "merely as a formality to show my support and the support of Hammerfell." "You can speak for all of Hammerfell?" asked Potima with a teasing smile. "The Redguards must love you very much." "We have a unique relationship with the Empire in Hammerfell," said Sepphoris' wife, Bianchi. "Since the Treaty of Strass Mackay, it's been understood that we are part of the Empire, but not a subject." "I understand you've already spoken to the council," said Magnus's wife, Helena, pointedly. She was a diplomat by nature, but as the Cyrodiilic ruler of an Argonian kingdom, she knew how to recognize and confront adversity. "Yes, I have," said Potima, pausing to savor a slice of braised Alfberg. "I gave them a short speech about the coronation this afternoon. Our sister is an excellent public speaker," said Sepphoris. "You're too kind," said Potima, laughing. "I do many things better than speaking." "Such as?" asked Bianchi, smiling. "Might I ask what you said in your speech?" asked Magnus suspiciously. There was a knock on the chamber door. The head steward whispered something to Potima, who smiled in response and rose from the table. "I told the council that I would give my full support to the coronation, provided they proceed with wisdom." "What could be sinister about that?" Potima said, and took her glass of wine with her to the door. "If you'll pardon me, my niece Kintira wishes to have a word with me." Kintira stood in the hall with the Imperial Guard. She was but a child, but on reflection, Potima realized that at her age, she was already married 2 years to Montiarco. There was a similarity, to be certain. Potima could see Kintira as the young queen, with dark eyes and pallid skin, smooth and resolute like marble. Anger flashed momentarily in Kintira's eyes on seeing her aunt, but emotion left her, replaced with calm imperial presence. "Queen Potima," she said serenely, "I have been informed that my coronation will take place in 2 days' time. Your presence at the ceremony will not be welcome. I have already given orders to your servants to have your belongings packed, and an escort will be accompanying you back to your kingdom tonight. That is all. Goodbye, aunt." Potima began to reply, but Kintira and her guard turned and moved back down the corridor to the stateroom. The Wolf Queen watched them go, and then re-entered the map room. Sister-in-law, said Potama, addressing Bianchi with deep malevolence. You asked would I do better than speaking? The answer is war. Alright. Drop that. I grabbed everything out of here. Oh, everything but a wine bottle. Okay. Ah, perfect. Solitude this way. Didn't mean to grab the flowers. Chasing this butterfly. Right, will we make it in time? I guess I can look at the map if I'm at a crossroads here, pretend like, ah, yes, I am at this road. We're close. I mean, we made a good distance for today. We'll definitely make it there by the end of the episode. Well, the trip back will have to be a different one. Our marksman skill went up, I'd say quite a bit more than I was expecting from just the few shots that we've landed on mud crabs and one bandit and a troll. But I'm sure that will start to slow down here soon. A nice looking bridge. Dragon Bridge. Very aptly named. We'll reflect on our newfound experience when we get to an inn in Solitude. Oh, we probably can't even afford an inn. Well, we could maybe sell some stuff. Speaking of selling stuff. We stop here? No, we push on to town. Push on to town. We have a letter to deliver, but I don't remember to who. Don't do that. I would, but I'm afraid to kill your horse. Okay. Good work. What time is it? 5:50 p.m.? You mind if I skin this? Does it get dark at 8 p.m.? Getting pretty close. We need to hurry on up to Solitude. I don't need his body temperature is stable. Okay, that's good to know. I don't need to keep them. I just I skinned that for you. I left his fur. You're welcome to it. I just needed the practice. He's all ready to go. You can take his meat too. Probably could have disposed of the body. Solitude. Keep going this way. Alright. Oh, those flowers did it, huh? Pushed me over the edge. Keeping that mammoth's tusk. Poland's letter to Fihada. Okay, I don't know where we'll find her, but... Oh, I guess we could read this. Potion of cleansing. Blue glitter dust. Hawk feathers. Alright. We'll leave that here. It didn't help our weight. We'll pick it back up. See, what can we get rid of? I guess we could eat our ingredients that we don't know yet. Oh, we're gonna be tripping balls. Alright. That lower us that helped us get under our encumbrance. I would continue gathering flowers, but we're right on our max carry weight. And please don't tell me the game just froze. It did. Did we lose all that? Not only froze, it just closed out automatically. Teach me to start saving. Be a little disappointed. Well, if it does end up, I don't think there's anywhere that it would have saved. Where's this? Oh, I saved at the cart? That's not bad. Okay, I was a little worried we were gonna lose the cannon. Or I was gonna make that the episode canon and then just run my way back to Solitude. Do that. Let's drop it. Maybe we will stay. We won't make it all the way to Solitude. We'll stay at Dragon's Bridge. We'll find Fahilda in the next episode. Because I'd like to look at my level up and wrap this episode up here soon. Then run into town. Which way did we go? We went up this way. What was this place called? The Four Banners? Four Shields. Tavern, is it an inn as well?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Does a tavern automatically mean an inn? I just assumed taverns only sold alcohol, but
Fate is the name. I keep the inn.
I Fada. I don't have enough money for gold. Can I trade with
Let's
you?
sate that appetite, hmm?
Do you want any of this stuff? You can have my alcohol. I'd like to keep the honeycomb. I'll tell you what, I'll be back. I need to go sell some stuff to earn enough money for a room. So you can have this pheasant breast. Need to go get some more money. I forgot my wallet in the car. There's a general goods store. Somebody's house. There we go. Old Bridge Goods.
What do you need?
Greetings.
Need something?
Just to trade, I need to make
Not
some
my
money
problem. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
It's gonna be a little weird When they reject you for trading and then you're gonna have to talk to them again. You got a lot of stuff. Some jewelry, some books, metal. What do we want to get rid of? I guess I could. I don't. If I'm gonna get another bow, did our damage go down? I thought it was 40 damage. Is it like going down? I'm not sure what happened with that. I do want to keep on all of that. I guess I don't need these average clothes. Not that they're worth much, but... Ooh, this silver necklace. I suppose we found that on the merchants down there. I mean, God rest their soul, but it's gonna help us have a safe night at an inn. Need to eat the imp stool? That doesn't sound very good. You can have this potion cleansing back. Wait, did we read it yet? No, I think I read it after the merchants, but before the crash. So don't sell that yet. You can have these ruined pelts. You actually pay money for them.
Good day.
Thank you. Alright, let's read this again. Close. Now we can sell it back to you.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Oh, I have... Oh, this is you. I was like, where'd my recipe go?
All right then. Watch what you're doing.
Stumbled on your rug and your wood over here. Store health. 5 for 20 seconds? Yeah, let's go ahead and Blue Mountain Flowers and keep on finding Monarch. A little bit of level up each time. That wasn't nearly as much as I thought it would be. More bees and honeycombs. Those seem harder to come by than the flowers. 3 stamina, 10 stamina, 5. One stamina. The order matters. I always forget that. Bees and flowers does 1 stamina, but flowers and bees does 3. Alright, we'll not make any of those yet. We'll save those ingredients up.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Oh, I don't need a drink. I just need a
Something
bed.
different about you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
No, ma'am.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
You show it to
Of
me?
course. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
A door.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Door. There's no way I would want to sleep in this room in real life. Where's the door? I mean, that'd be awkward when people come in here. Alright, let's get some rest. Level up. What time is it? 6:16 p.m. Guess we could have saved our books to read before bed. Maybe that'll be the thing we do next time. Any books we gather in that episode, read them before bed. Because now we've got to sleep, like, get a good night's sleep, 10 hours. Wake up early in the morning, I'm hungry and thirsty. Go ahead and take care of that. Might not have needed to eat both of those, but need to grab some more food on the way. And let's check out our level up. We leveled up. Do we want more stamina or more health? I think we'll go with Just keep pumping the stamina for now. We'll just need to be careful with our health. And 1 perk to increase. We need to learn restoration. As much as I'm a marksman, I feel like I've acquired 2 restoration spells from the novice tier. Novice spells cost 55% less magicka and improve 1% per skill. This will be really helpful when we don't have health potions with us. Aura on self. And we want healing aura on target or an arcane ward. Go with more heals. In case we ever get a horse or something, we can heal our horse. Sounds good to me. Realize that all your life you have been coasting along as if you were in a dream. Suddenly, facing the trials of the last few days, you have come alive. Yeah, I mean, we're starting to learn about ourselves, what kind of character we're going to become. Ooh, it sounds like storm outside. And learn how harsh this Skyrim really is. Oh, I love the weather effects though. There's a flash of lightning. Yeah, this is a perfect little cozy place to leave off. We got 29 gold. Oh, and the sound of rain. Oh, nice. We'll grab some food. Maybe she can refill our water. I'm not sure. But we'll do all that next time. Thanks for joining me, guys. I've been Saint. I'm going to save before I forget. And I'll see you soon. Have a good one.